So as we left off, the last time was Sammy got kidnapped by the distinguished by General Hunt. I can't English today. We had Leanne seeing spirits and seeing trains disappear into a spirit world. Try a hand at metal bending. Thought it worked. We left off with everyone taking a night's rest in Dragon. Where we had where PCs had a talk, private stuff, and more. And that's where we start off. So it's a early morning, around 4 a.m. You'll get awakened. They are starting to knock on your door.
Yeah, what? I'm not coming to the farm. It's fine. You'll sort it out yourself. It's all right. Get back to sleep, and I roll over.
Get your lazy ass up, soldier.
Yeah, I think he's not a soldier. He's some stuck-up bridge goer, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I can hear you. You know, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that was meant.
Sorry, did we stutter?
Unbelievable.
So someone at the door?
What's going on? Why is listen, we've barely been asleep for 4 hours. What's happening?
Let's go have a look and find out.
I don't cope well. Mornings, it's not my thing.
And as you all walk towards the door, there's a letter getting it. It has the royal seal of President.
Anyone expecting mail from President Wu?
Well, aren't we technically working for him?
Yeah, we are. We are.
Yeah, I just wonder if anyone fancied themselves like special friends.
What do you think? It's a love letter. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I'll open it.
And as you open the letter, it reads, meet me at the palace grounds at 5 a.m. ASAP.
Oh, it is a love letter. He wants a date.
I mean, whoever dropped off the letter could have just said that at the door. That's fine. It's freaking inefficient.
They probably didn't want to wake us.
Well, I think there might be a reason why they not say it, because they might not want them to hear it, but you've read the letter out loud, so now they still heard it.
Well, that's fine. It'll make it more interesting than just a random chit-chat in the early hours.
I need to eat something. What is there to eat?
Probably just cabbages. Steamed cabbage, fried cabbage.
I had enough of cabbage.
Cabbage and rocks.
The cabbage tea was terrible.
Wait.
That wasn't cabbage tea, that was the...
Oh well.
That was just the water they used to wash the cabbages.
Yeah, that explains a lot of things.
Yeah.
I just... The sun isn't even shining over the citadel. It's like, what? Let's go. Put on some clothes.
As we go.
Hey,
I'm already fully dressed.
So actually,
waking up at 4 a.m. that's pretty normal for a soldier.
That's part of your routine, isn't it?
A little bit.
So as you all come down,
I already went for a jog.
Well, at 2 a.m. Do you even sleep?
What is that?
So as you actually go downstairs, the breakfast is getting served, fried eggs and everything you can possibly imagine having there. Same with fried cabbage, other cabbage related stuff.
Great. More cabbage.
You start to understand why people in the Earth Kingdom have like such a sour disposition.
Yeah, I thought I heard that the guy that started Cabbage Corpse, he got harassed by the Avatar Aang when he was here.
My family
yeah.
run farms, and we have vineyards, we have vegetables, we have animals. There's no reason why we need to succumb to the single most terrible form of sustenance that this wonderful city has to offer. Oh,
Yeah. Well, apparently they have a contract with Cabbage Corpse.
And you take also take a quicker look at like served on. They are actually formed into a cabbage. You have cabbage plates, you have cabbage mugs, and everything. It seems to be the theme today. They are getting ready for a for cabbage celebration.
Is it Cabbage Fest?
It is indeed Cabbage Fest.
Oh god.
oh wow.
I thought I would say that just to be a joke, but it's actually a thing.
It is now because you made the joke.
Be careful what you wish for. Yeah.
I didn't
Joe?
wish for it. I definitely did not wish for it.
Right then, shall we go see what the president is wanting to do with us?
Yeah, let's.
Or have us do for him, or whatever. I am far too tired to make sense of this.
Before Scooten comes up with any other ideas.
Wait a minute, where's Naya? She was here as well, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
take
heard
it
her
along.
leave. I don't know. I thought I heard her leave earlier. That's one reason. I heard her talking and then something. I don't know. Maybe there's a note somewhere. We'll have a look. Oh look, here's one.
The note reads that she's out trying to go ahead of you guys.
She's meeting us there, or something. That's fine.
Yeah. Let's just go to the palace. Or is it now a presidential suite formerly known as palace?
Go and find out. As you walk outside, you see Bison still with some servants around it, just waiting for you.
Is the Bison gonna take us to the palace / presidential suite?
Yeah, there's one of the servants is actually with her, like when you go to her up.
Looks like they're expecting us.
Oh, really?
Look, the sun's about to come up.
What, you need a light?
Thanks. Warm.
Yeah. Okay, let's get up. And I tried to get up the Bison. Is there more than one?
There are more than one.
Okay, be sure to get on the right Bison, Leanne.
What's the worst that could happen?
The only thing that I didn't do, that I wish that maybe I should have actually realised what the command was to get that Bison down. That was pretty. I learned from my mistakes, but hey, I had some important business. I had to take care of it. It was for the family, so I'm here now. You've got my attention. Let's go.
And as you all go up, Bison, one of the servants goes, yep, yep. And the Bison actually flies up.
That's the command word.
Yeah, you went yip yip.
Leanne?
You had to be yip yip.
Somebody just pinched me. Am I still dreaming?
Nope.
It's a very slight difference.
At least the wind in this height at this velocity is quite fresh. I feel like our eyes are starting to open. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, and as you fly up, you actually see and
I'd love to see the sunrise.
you fly up to the castle. Used to be the castle. They're still building a few buildings there as well. They're expanding.
Is it the old room that is now the new room because it was refurbished?
And then you and the air bison goes down to the castle's yard, and you see President who and Mako actually there, just waiting for you guys to arrive.
Marco.
Expecting us. Not want to waste any time, it seems.
No, we aren't. There were a few things that happened.
Yeah.
With you guys for.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Marco.
You again?
Hope you're alright
Yeah, I'm okay.
after everything that happened.
I
I hope my rescuing of you wasn't too rough.
No, but I can't forgive myself for losing Sami. I had this when I was younger with Aman, and I don't wish her the same thing.
We'll get her back.
Yeah. I
'Cause
swear to you.
Because I was there when Amon tried to take Korra's bending.
Oh, I believe I heard something of that story.
We're ready for bloodbenders. We've learned since. We've had training. Look, we've even got Baku with us.
Well, there is one thing that I
We'll at least have a fighting chance.
would like to ask you, Mr. Mako.
Go ahead.
I know you can lightning bend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there maybe a chance that you could teach me?
If you get Asami back and get rid of General Han, I might consider you.
Well, General Han, getting rid of General Han is one of my top priorities because he. Well, I hate the guy.
Who doesn't?
He screwed me over in the Fire Nation army, so I wanted to expose him, but he did that himself. So
He's quite an idiot.
yeah, he is.
He's quite a successful idiot, so let's not underestimate him, shall we?
Yeah, he's a threat. He's an absolute threat to everything that's been built here, everything that we've worked towards.
Yeah, we can't have him stop whatever we did.
These guys already know when we see him, I'm going to challenge him to an Agnikai. If he not follow those rules, they are allowed to. Well, at least he is allowed to join in. And I'm pointing at Leanne because I don't know if he can face it. I mean, he doesn't have any bending, so.
Yeah, I don't need that particular crutch.
I don't know. I mean, we are trying to stop General Han. He is a Very
Oh, sorry, I
skilled
thought we were trying to help him.
Very right.
Small step away. I'm starting not to trust him.
Very right.
Anyway, I think time's of the essence.
Right.
Why are we here?
We need to outfit you. That's for first. And have you go up against him without any decent armor protection.
Saying that while I'm still wearing pieces of my Fire Nation armor.
Yeah, we might need to change that.
Why?
Because that is not the armor we want to stylize with it.
We're getting a uniform?
You're getting a uniform.
Yeah, matching colors and a cape.
Why a cape?
There once
No
was no. There was once a very knowledgeable woman. He was so against capes. So let's not do
No capes.
No capes. And second, we found a portal. Found the spirit portals.
Where though? How were they made? Where and how? This is important.
These
Obviously.
are not the normal portals we're used to. Not the one that is like in Republic City.
That's what I saw. That's what I told you guys. I told you. I said that train it just vanished. It was there and it just soaked into the nothingness.
Yeah, I still think she drank something weird, but okay.
I mean, it was probably the cabbage tea, but you know, I mean,
That can
I think he drank some cactus juice, but
that might be a mix of both. Frank.
oh,
So yeah, so let's head inside and get you guys up and clothed up. And Bolin also needs to talk with you.
I'm going to meet both of you.
Can multitask.
What an honor.
can I ask you a question? Why so early?
Well, there are 24 hours in a day, and if you only sleep 4, you got about 18 hours left. No, I'll lie. I'm not. It's early. I can't.
If you only sleep 4 hours, you have 20 hours of the day left.
It's early, okay?
Not that early. Pretty normal.
You're not in charge of the finances of the city, are you? That's probably a good thing.
No.
Probably not anymore.
No.
Might have been once. I don't know.
We would never want somebody who can't even keep track of their own numbers to be in charge of a place during a war situation. President, have you declared martial law, or are we still operating on the quiet and down?
You're still operating on the quiet and the down.
Stealth mission.
So I've suddenly joined the special forces.
Yes.
Joe, do you think that stealth is one of your skills?
We had some stealth training in the Fire Nation army, yeah. So I might be able to, yeah. It's been a while. But okay, let's go meet your brother then.
Yeah, let's get inside. As you walk, they walk inside of the you see them actually getting prepared for when martial law is getting called out. there. You see about 400 people inside, already up. There are a few tailors, there are a few smiths around. And as what mostly grips your side, Baku, is the amount of weapons that are being put up. And with technology, it's being fused with technology of future industries as well.
Yeah.
And what you do see is you see a glimpse of the glove that was found at the arena. See it on a table laying there. Some more stuff, and there's a guard behind the door, and that closes the door once he sees you looking that way. Try and keep that. Well, that wasn't publicly.
It looks like someone's building the gloves again to sort of replicate bending through technology, because that's what they used to be for, wasn't it?
Well, the lightning.
Yeah, lightning gloves.
Do I see double-bladed swords?
You in that room you do not see.
Okay.
But as you walk further with Mako and more rooms with weapons, and at one point you see a few of those, a few normal ones, but also a few infused with tech.
Yeah, but I think you know which ones I mean. The Blue Spirit's weapons.
My brain doesn't.
The weapons that Zuko used when he was a Blue Spirit.
I can't remember. Sorry.
It was a sword that he could split into two swords.
Oh, kind of like the weapon from
Like a butterfly sword. Yeah.
Like the weapon that the Rin had in.
I don't know if they had it there, but
So as you walk further and further, you come into a grand room, which has the big throne in it, but that throne is actually being removed. As they don't believe in a empire anymore, and still are working on the being republic, like Republic City is. It doesn't take it takes a while before that is actually happening. So whatever we try to do in Aura, that is still going on.
Yeah.
They're still rebuilding and everything. And as you walk on there's a grand table, like a giant table in the middle of it. It has weapons on there. It has like armor on it. Few tailors there as well, just standing. And you see Bolin actually sitting there, talking with a bit of a younger female. But she does look kind of like Bolin. And you also see next to him, you see a bit of a younger gentleman. That is mostly a copy of Bolin, but a bit younger. And he actually throws his hands up and tries to get you over to him.
Yeah, walk over.
Bolin, it is an honor to meet you. In a less attacking situation.
Yeah, thanks for saving me. I had that all by myself. I could have easily done that.
Sure.
But thanks anyway. I have a ticket to the new Nuktuk movie that is still being produced. Just as a thank you.
How are you finding it now? Not being not being in front of the camera and being a director. Is that working for you?
Well, these two took it over, so. But I'm still.
Yeah, I gotta say, he is the spitting image of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's my son, so yeah.
We had a look at some of your movers, and they were fun for back in the day. But it's good to see how they've progressed. I have to say it's been quite a development in the technology behind it. I'm very impressed.
I mean, there are like what 20 reboots or something.
Yeah, I still think Pablo was the best actor, but
Pabu, I miss Pabu.
yeah, I understand why.
Anyway, this is my son Nuktuk.
Love it.
Oh my god.
That fits so well. Yeah, I don't laugh obviously because I know that his son's already Nuktuk, but yeah, that's great. Well done.
Nice to meet you, Nuktuk.
Nuktuk, good to meet you. Yeah, good to meet you.
And
my name's.
Also, like to introduce you to my daughter Cora.
Ah, you named your daughter after the Avatar.
Yeah, I did. Well, you know, I don't know if you know this, but yeah, I had a crush on Cora, of course.
Didn't you both had a crush? Or at least your brother used to date her.
Yeah, we're still fighting over that. After like 60 years or something.
Well, it's good to know that there's life in the old dog yet.
Anyway, I would just like to say thank you for what you did in the arena. You got mostly the things handled now, but the issue is that General Han is still out there and he needs to be stopped.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you cannot do that without any new protection or new weapons or anything. As you need to go into the spirit world.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
But I believe, well, we did learn some things about the spirit world in the army.
Yeah.
If you go through a portal, you can still bend, right?
You can still bend. At least that was back in the day. Don't know how it is now.
Look, I know that we've been living side by side with spirits, but I tend to focus on the here and now rather than their side of things. Why do we have to go through there? They're only surely using it as a means of escape. Don't we just need to find out where they are now? They're not staying. You're not seriously suggesting they're hiding in the spirit world, are you?
We can find out when we get there.
We actually don't know where he's hiding, so that's the problem. But we think he's in the spirit world somewhere. As reports actually say that there was a train that disappeared, and that's what we think is spirit technology. Because some crazy idiot got that working somehow.
That's... Where does it come from?
We don't know.
It's not Future Industries.
No, it isn't. We heard stories about the legendary library in the spirit world.
So you think, what, they found a book and they've interpreted it and they've managed to bring back science from the past?
They could.
We're a modern city. We live side by side with spirits. We exist with them. If there was something that we needed to know from them, they would have made that perfectly clear to us by now. They would have made that perfectly clear. The spirits would have spoken and told us how to do what that not even they choose to do themselves.
No, I mean, spirits are, well, how would I say this? There's some
And-
crazy things going on that we still don't understand about spirit world.
And I believe you are talking about Wan Shitan, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Wan Shitan. Yeah.
Of course, I've heard about the story that an old general during Zuko's reign tried to find something to get stronger, and he went to that library. But I believe he is normally not that fond of taking stuff out of that library, for letting people take stuff out of the library.
Oh,
Well-
who knows? Maybe somebody's found some way of getting stuff out of there without the giant guardian of that particular set of books.
Well, a spirit can still be tricked, of course, but I don't know if it's a smart thing to do.
It would have been a hell of a trick to trick Wan Shitan.
I've only heard of one guy who did that.
My
Soccer.
family come from farmers. We have to understand the way the world works. In order to make the land give us what we need, we wouldn't have been as successful as we are without being able to make that work. We have a long tradition and understanding of the balance between the rights of this world, the fields that grow, the spirits live with us. We can't just suddenly rip holes in that world and walk through. That's not right.
There's only one person that should do that, and that is the Avatar.
Yeah, and that is where the second issue comes. We need
to find a new Avatar, right?
Yeah. We think that Asami has some information about where he or she is.
The only thing that I would think of that it is a Earthbender.
It's an earthbender.
Going by the cycle, it should be an Earthbender.
Exactly. Because it was wind, water, earth.
We've been keeping a look on my family, and it isn't anybody there. It should
I
be,
think
of
that's a
course,
relief.
but it's not.
It
But
should
yeah.
be a.
We can worry
Young
about it when
baby.
we find them.
Because how long has it been that your friend Cora passed away?
For a bit over a year now.
So it should be a child of only a year old.
So yeah, that is the issue. If General Han gets his hand on that child, who knows what happens to the world?
Well, I believe a child would not be able to go into the Avatar state, because that's the only way to break the cycle, right?
Yeah. But if someone like General Han gets if he gets his hand on that child, he can bend the child to his own will.
General Han has already worked out the means to be able to transfer himself from our world into the material plane without even having to go through one of the portals. Whatever he's capable of, he's been grossly underestimated. How have you let this happen? How have you let this happen? This is on you. This is on the security forces that I've totally forgotten the name of. This is on the why? How did they get unnoticed for this long? The only person that I'm aware of that actually was saying anything about this is standing right next to me, and I point to Joe.
Well, I know we just have to find Han and stop him. I know he was planning something. That's the reason I left the army. I just didn't thought it would be something this big.
Well done. You made a very good call. And if
Yeah.
only your superiors had listened to you at the time, maybe we wouldn't be standing here now having our very
you know
reality
what the
rendered
problem
apart.
is? You know what the problem is with my superiors? They're in it.
How deep do you think this goes? And I'll look at the table around.
I'm not certain how deep, but I always felt it was real deep. A lot of generals follow him.
How about that, Baku? You ready to fight an army?
I'm ready to just get on with it. And then all this sitting around, sort of like hypothesizing.
So let's get you guys up. Get you guys have clothing. Get yourself weapons. Whatever you need, it is there at our disposal. Be sure to prep what you need.
Let's go then.
Yes. Let's gear up. Move out.
As you get dressed up and you get your weapons, you're actually wearing the newish clothing of the kingdom. But it has a specific symbol in there. Looks like well, it's not 4 elements anymore. The 6 symbols are fused as one. It also has your name on the side, or whatever rank you have one of the armies. But it does not look like it's say this. It's more of a casual kind of look, but still more professional, like service outfit. That's still in production. And as you are busy like getting up and everything, there's a crate like a cage as well, like a carry that you have for a cat. But as you look at that, you see a fire ferret in there, a few fire ferrets, and Bolin goes like, "We got something extra for you guys. These might help your adventure into whatever needs to be done." And he opens the cage of fire ferrets.
Wait, I'm gonna get my own fire ferret.
Well, if you want it.
Yeah.
If it wants you.
And
I'm used to working with the metals from underground, but I've never had my own ferret before.
Noctuck goes like, "Well, here's one."
What do they do? I mean,
they can
why not?
They can slip into small spaces.
Can they talk?
And they can learn tricks, right?
They can learn tricks. I mean, you heard
Wasn't
about Pablo, right?
Yeah.
So we use them as a distraction, and then we slip behind the guards. Yeah.
Wait, you want to use a defenseless animal as bait? How heartless are you?
I think you missed the part that when I said that we made our money from living and developing land with animals and crops. It's a natural part of eating the things that we eat. Animals are to be used. They're tools. Their life is not the same as ours. It's not worth dying. Rather them than us, I think you'll find.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, seems like I've stepped on a nerve. Wasn't my intention. I'm sure they'll become very useful. Can they bend? Can they... Look, never mind. We'll take the ferret.
They have a very heightened sense of smell.
Okay.
And we have General Han's armor, which probably has a scent.
There you go. A tool to be used. Excellent.
A companion that can help us. The only tool I see now here is you.
Yeah, I just stare at you. Just my eyes just fixed firmly on yours.
Are you two done? Do you want to kiss and make up and we can get on with the mission?
Yeah. How about that then? And I lean forward and I give him a peck on the cheek. He's still staring at me, and I just lean back and smile. It's like, come on then, let's go. Yeah.
As we left off with before the break, you gave him a peck on the cheek, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was on the lips.
If he did that,
I love it. He freezes again.
how much fire can you take?
No idea.
My fighting style is fire breathing, so
Awesome. I just did that, and then I walked around towards the table with the weapons on it.
Fine. You can find anything that suits ability or what you need. Sure.
Yeah, I'll grab some like weapons and like I don't know, like a grappling hook thing, whatever they got available. Just tools to get around.
Yeah, I'd pick up.
And can I get a little spray bottle for the firebender?
Just like what you do with a cat, like a cat spray, right?
Yeah.
you know the difference between a firebender and a cat. A cat doesn't burn you, a firebender does.
Yeah, people like cats.
A cat can't firebend?
Nope. A firebender can cat bend, but a cat can't
Fire ferrets are close enough, right?
Yes.
Well, a ferret is, in a way, related to cats.
Yeah, they're
A ferret, at least, but this is a
fairly
fire
or whatever they
ferret.
call it.
I pick up a staff, just a long length of very sturdy looking wood that is about six foot or so.
Not a 10-foot pole?
They're giving you a character when he picks up a staff. It could be like, oh, I've got 6 new retainers.
Yeah.
I spin it round my head adeptly. This'll do.
And as you get ready, they escort you outside of the because festivals are starting as well, and need attention. So he says to you, "Well, thanks for coming. basically put back whatever you find out about General Han and Tammy's location. And he you, it looks like an sort of EP, like a small earpiece to put in. They can
Rick. Yeah,
like,
forget it.
and he also says there are you can take the monorail to your next location. You got everything set up there. That will be your post of where you work from. You might see Naya there as well. They might be there already, but we don't know where they went. So, best of luck with your findings or whatever happens. Let's not hope that we.
I believe we're being sent to Spirit World. Almost worth getting up in the morning for.
It'll make a good chapter in your memoirs. Just try and live long enough to write a memoir.
You guys actually out of the
So, where are we going to enter the spirit realm?
I think Wu could hopefully point us in the direction.
Have we got a guide?
don't have a guide. But you remember him saying that you need.
Very mysterious.
Yeah,
I'll
we
look
could
at
take the monorail, but wait. What was her name again? That daughter of that of the granddaughter of Aang. I believe she was very spiritual, I heard.
Let's just go and see what happens when we're on the monorail. I think Baku's getting restless. He seems to want to punch something.
Well, the longer we wait, the further away they get, and the harder they'll be to find.
Our chariot awaits. Let's go.
The monorail.
And as you walk towards the monorail station, a bit outside of the courtyard, there's a station. And what you also see outside is there are stalls with cabbage on them. They're preparing the cabbage fest. And you walk. I would say at one point you see something that catches your eye. That is not near the monorail. Spirits like moving, flying in a different direction. Like it's like you follow a train of spirits going into like
And disappear.
Yeah.
Well, apparently we do have a guide. Just follow the spirits.
As easy as that. I like it.
Well, it is a spirit realm, man. They are spirits.
I am not arguing with your logic. Let's see what's round that corner that has got them so interested.
And as you walk towards the alley, where you see someone standing there, has a black arrow on his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Doesn't say much. And he turns around and walks away.
We look down the alley. Is there anything disappearing there or exiting and coming towards us?
You see him walking, but it's like he walks into a wall and behind it disappears through a wall.
Did you see that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, strange.
Now imagine that, but a train.
I walk towards that wall and try to touch the wall.
Yeah, so your hand slips through it.
And I'm just gonna be bold because, well, that is my demeanor, blunt and bold. So I just put my head through the wall.
Okay. Once you put your head through a wall, you actually get sucked in.
And I'm in the spirit realm.
And what you see is a blue lightning and blue lights and everything. Kind of like a star, like a Event Horizon tiny thing from, I would say, Stargate. What happens when you go into a wormhole? Kind of like that.
When I'm in, I just put my head back out and say to the rest of them, "It's safe, you can go through." And go back.
You actually cannot go back outside. You actually got sucked in.
Oh.
So it's going to look worse from our angle.
Yeah.
Wonderful. But
This is where we're supposed to go, right?
I guess so. Onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
Whichever way it works in the spirits. Alright, I'm gonna push what's left of Joe through the portal if he's struggling. And then I'll follow in afterwards.
Okay.
I'll follow in after that.
Cool. It takes a while for your brain to catch up. But at one point you arrive somewhere where it's completely dark.
I try to light a flame.
Yeah, so normally your flame is like red. It actually
Blue.
is.
I have blue
You have
flames.
blue. Okay, your flame is what used to be blue is now red. And which one is your primary hand?
Right, but
Yeah,
I use
so-
left to light it.
So somehow that is reversed for you now.
Okay.
And if you look closer, it's not fire. It's actually ice.
It's like a mirror world.
This isn't the spirit realm, it's the mirror realm.
I just try to bring a very small pebble in between my fingers.
Mm-hmm. So for you, it's actually not a pebble. It's actually fire.
Look, this is. Then I hold it up to. Do you recognize this, Joe?
No, I don't recognize fire, because I'm a firebender.
Never seen it before in his life. Just assume
I
all
breathe
firebenders
the
have
stuff.
fires.
I breathed the stuff. Literally.
You've never seen it come from the hand of an earthbender before, have you?
Well, have you ever seen this coming from a firebender? You see ice coming out of my hand.
What about you, Baku? What have you got?
He's not a
whatever.
bender. He has nothing.
It'd be quite funny if the non-bender becomes the avatar in this flip-flop world.
That's what I'm thinking. Try something.
Reading a script.
Try something. Go on, just do this.
What?
And I give him a move that a simple earthbending move.
I'll just copy it.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Oh well.
That's a relief. Maybe I'll just carry on. So are we like on a path, or are we like where are we kind of?
Yeah, you're in a dark room with Jan actually pushing a bit of a fire out. You can
guess I'll light the way then. Yeah.
You get to be the torch for this dungeon or whatever we're in.
I hope it's not a dungeon. Let's go. And I hold the light out and I try and concentrate on just increasing its temperature.
It
or
makes the
its
pebble
size.
bigger.
Yeah, I'll go from a small pebble to a chucky stone.
Is that the technical term for it?
So what happens when you try to make it bigger, and kind of like you don't have any control over it, so it goes like, and I don't know if any of you has like beard hair or longer hair.
I think my character does. Hang on, I'm just looking at the picture.
Yes.
You have longer hair?
My hair's tied back rather than...
I've got long hair. Yeah, I've got like a moustache. My character's got a big long moustache that comes down like
Not
that.
anymore.
Yeah, so that starts smaller.
You know how painful that is when hair melts and it goes into your skin.
Oof.
And I'm like...
You will never be able to grow hair anymore.
Thanks. That was painful. You're right. I'm a bit worried about that. Damn it. I like that moustache.
Watch your breathing. Watch your breathing. Stay calm. Firebending is all about emotion.
Yeah, as Ice Boy over here would say, chill.
Since when are you an ice boy?
And speaking about you, you're the one who's clearly doing ice, whatever nonsense.
Yeah, but I'm the firebender here. I'm trying to help him with my element.
Anyway, let's get moving.
Well, do you know where to go?
Well, when we get a light source back up again, we don't have to worry about making it too big. Yeah,
just a little bit, and I try and listen to what Jaws said, and I sort of. I'm used to being unmoving. I'm used to being unyielding, but I have to kind of let the emotion be present but calm, and I try and imagine what that feels like and fail drastically.
Being angry all the time.
Yeah, just like not having it as a rock, having it as a I don't know. And I'm trying to concentrate and think about this, and I don't know. Do I roll? Do I?
No, that's fine. As you take you've been together for, and you take the advice, get more control over it. You can see it is a big room that you are in at the moment. You'd see a table, not on the ground, but on the ceiling. And what you see actually General like President Wu and the whole family actually standing there.
What? How? What? Huh?
This is not pictures, is it? This is something. This is not. We're not in a mover, are we?
Well, do you see the mover camera? I don't.
Maybe it's just some sort of spiritual illusion.
Um, hello?
And they actually not.
It's weird.
But
Is there a door or anything in this room that I see?
There are a few doors. It's like same with like the a big of that.
I'm just gonna try to open the big door that in the normal room would be outside.
And as you open that, it normally it would go open inside. This one actually goes into the outside, and you see it's very bright light comes out of it.
Yeah, this is weird.
Even though it's really bright light, Leanne is still experimenting with the fire, trying to imagine fire rippling over his fingers without burning every part of his body.
And as you open that door, you hear laughter. You hear crying. You also hear voices of Cora.
Who's that? That's a loud voice.
Hello?
And what you if you listen more closely, you also hear Aang's voice in there.
Not that we know those voices, but
No. Hello? Who's there?
hello?
Hello?
And
Is it me you're looking for?
Probably not.
what happens is
Sorry.
Probably not.
what happens the light actually goes dimmer, like goes slowly away, like you can see clearly inside of it, and you see statues standing there, like a bunch of statues, but you see a big one of Korra in the middle, and after that they're all broken, like as if you are in Avatar state series. But it's the statue of Korra is still
It's the only complete one.
Yeah.
That's
Because it broke the cycle or whatever it was in the TV show.
yeah.
She didn't broke the cycle.
Well, they
She
worked out all the
she broke
previous
the connection
incarnations.
to the previous avatars.
Mm-hmm.
But that shouldn't break the cycle.
That's Avatar Korra. So
Yeah.
why? I mean, we wouldn't know any of that stuff about that sort of thing, would we? We wouldn't know about the story of her breaking. Oh, the connection between.
That would have been over like 60 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. That was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
But like, I was just trying to explain for like more for chat's benefit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so. But I think if we would have seen statues of her, probably. Well, there was one
we know what
at
she
the pro
looks
bending
like.
tournament.
Yeah, exactly. We know what
Yeah.
she looks like. So why is Korra here, and why are the voices stopped?
The voices have stopped.
Yeah, the Avatar must have some connection to the spirit world. So, do you want to have a closer look? Do we have any sign of anyone else has been through here before us?
As you take a closer look, you see the same shadow figure more in the back of the room. Going.
One we saw at the top of the alley.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah,
Person.
you there? Stop, whoever you are.
And he runs away from you.
Why must they always run?
But
I'll just
he also runs the opposite side, passes you as well. There are like 4 of them running, upside down and everything.
Are you sure we're not dreaming?
And I binge you.
Well,
That heart.
maybe it's just
you're
reacting
not
to our
dreaming?
minds. I mean, unless you wanted to feel like it hurt in your dream, but there's a whole rabbit hole here. So that we can just think it's probably just messing with your heads or reacting to what's in your heads.
I've heard that when you want to know if you're dreaming, you have to see how many fingers you have.
Just the normal amount.
It might just be your ability to count than anything, I guess.
No,
Anyway,
if you have
figure
more
we
than
saw
10
earlier,
fingers,
I
you're
walk
dreaming.
up to the statue as those two are talking, and I touch the statue.
Yeah, once you actually touch the statue, you're back in the
In the alley.
yeah, just with your hand on the wall.
Well,
I look around. Are the others here? No, because I was only one.
no, it's just you.
So can I push through the wall again?
You can't.
Uh-oh.
So I look back at I try and summon a stone, just to bend a stone, just a little one, just to see if it's fire.
Yeah, so the stone is now just a normal stone that you summon.
I'll look at it.
And I just do, hoping to get a flame out of my mouth.
Yeah, not working.
I mean, if he's still in the spirit world, you'll still have the same response.
Well, he now can have a stone.
Yeah, but he's gone back to the real world.
I've passed through. I touched the
So
statue
he's
while you two were talking.
anyway. Yeah. So he's
So I
just
disappeared in front of you. Yeah.
I'm going to that wall as well.
And for you, once you touch you, nothing happens.
Wonderful.
And you see the same figure running.
It's like the air bison all over again. We should try. I don't know. If we can't get through, follow where the land's gone, we should try and see if we can catch that shadowy figure before they get too far away.
Yeah,
Maybe they can open a way for land to rejoin us, or we can go back to that alleyway. So I'm going to set off after them.
I'm going for the shadow. Follow it.
The shadow.
Okay. And as you run and you run after it, I guess. As you run, you pass a what looks like a mirror, and you see Len standing there, like in awe, like very confused.
And?
Is it facing him where the wall would be?
Yeah.
Alright. I wonder if I could.
Leanne!
What happens if I put my hand on the mirror?
If nothing happens,
I can't push through it or anything.
Like knock on the mirror.
yeah, and you hear like a knocking sound.
I put my head forward and listen on the wall. I put my ear right up against the wall and listen.
Leanne!
You actually hear a soft, like yelling sound, but does not. It's very gibberishly.
Okay. I try to earth, but I do earth, but I just split the wall. I just move it out like a pair of doors, just kind of hinging, just enough for me to see through what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm. As you do that, the wall split up, and you see another pathway go through, and you see the same figure running towards you, actually.
And I stand and watch. I don't immediately act because I'm mightily confused at this point. What would I have expected to have been on the other side of that wall? a building, I guess, or a garden or something, or industry or something.
Yeah, it looked like if you look up, actually see buildings on that side, but somehow there's a pathway.
Yeah, okay. So I just look at this figure running towards me, and I say, "Hello, what's going on?"
And as he comes closer to you, you actually see it looks like Jaw.
Oh, Joe, you're here.
Does not react to that name, but he bumps into you, and you feel like kind of like your spirit gets pulled out of your body.
Whoa, I don't like that.
Maybe try calling him Waj. Because Mirrorverse, mirrored name.
At that moment that happens, Jaw, you actually feel something bumping up to you as well.
Hey, what? Huh? What is happening? Did you see someone walking through me? It felt like something.
You actually don't see anything go past through him.
Or does it just look like Joe's just got ants in his pants?
Yeah.
Wait, what? You're telling me you don't?
No.
I always have ants.
That's why I wash. Yeah, it's a common side effect of not washing your clothes.
These are new clothes.
Then maybe someone just doesn't like you, but never mind. Anyway.
Could be. But Baku, as you take a closer look at the figure that's still around, you can actually see cracks in the sky and just all around you.
Is it like spreading as they move across, or is it just there are cracks everywhere?
There's cracks everywhere, but you mostly see one that's more focused. It's not where Jaw is at the moment, or around the back of his.
Well, that's probably not a good sign.
No, probably not.
And are they spreading as we watch, or are they just like it's just cracks?
And slowly they are spreading. When the first time you went into it, you didn't see any. As time progresses, you start to see more cracks.
Well, I think we need to get out of here before whatever is happening happens. This whole place looks like it's falling apart.
Yeah, but where? Where do we need to go? I mean...
But we can't go through this mirror.
I don't know what...
Is that shadow figure still running around in places?
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone or something went through me. I felt it.
That's most bizarre. I don't know. Not a spirit expert, but I would imagine someone running around here probably knows a way to get out.
Do we actually see any normal spirits like that we see in the city?
No, you actually don't. But as Leanne is trying to figure out what's in your back, from behind you, brother.
Turn around. What do we see?
You see Leanne doesn't, but you two actually see well, Leanne hears the voice of his sister, but you guys see a female figure standing there. She has this kind of a smirk on her face. And she goes like, "Welcome to my reality." And
And
as she says that, you, Leanne, hear that as well.
Hello? Who? Who's saying that? Come on, show yourself.
And once you look around in the alley, you see this figure with the arrow on his hat. But this arrow is not black. The arrow is actually white.
And is it a bald figure?
No, it still has hair.
Okay. So it's not Aang.
Not Aang.
Or his son.
Sir, excuse me, and I start walking up towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And they see the same person in their reality.
Yeah, but it sounds like your sister. How?
At that point, yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. And what I try to do is, because the only grounding on reality I'm going to have at this point is being able to bend some earth. So I try and make a travelator of earth underneath that figure and bring it closer to me, so it just kind of like rips along, and the figure's moved. And I just say, look. What's going on here? I know it's not my sister because she doesn't look like that, and I know she can't do stuff like that.
And as you pull this figure more close towards you, you actually see that it changes form.
And I'm looking at it.
First, it kind of looked like you've seen the statues of Aang. First, it looked like Aang, and it starts to look like Korra once it gets closer to you. And this also counts for you in the mirror first. It changes form, and then it's like it gets smaller, and it looks like a 1 year kid.
Would I know about this maybe a version of Rava? Would I know about Rava?
Would you know about Rava? I think you've been pushed up in the stories about it in your training, and you actually, yeah, I would say you know about Rava.
Because I'm just gonna ask it because I see it changing into different avatars every time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Rava?
It does not say anything, but it actually nods. Good one there, Dave.
Do you have trouble manifesting in a new avatar?
Nods.
Is there any way we can help?
Once you say that, you three actually, she jumps into, well, it looks like she jumps into you. You actually feel it. And you three are all standing. It goes fuzzy for a while. And then you're all standing in what looks like a giant library.
Is there an owl spirit here?
Do I see the others? Do I see Chaw and Baku?
Yep. See them.
What's going on, guys?
I don't really know.
I think Rava entered my body.
I was standing there looking at my sister, and then it was Cora, and then it was Aang, and then it was something and something and something, and then all of a sudden I'm here.
I even saw Roku.
Oh, who?
Avatar Roku.
But at least we're
The
back in the
Avatar
same
before
place.
Aang.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
It's an
Yeah.
old history name, probably. Well, anyway, at least we're in the same place now rather than randomly split between whatever this is and somewhere else.
Where are we? Where is this?
I would guess the spirit world, but who knows?
I'm gonna try to firebend again, see if it is normal.
And as you try to firebend, Lexi, a slow fire.
At least I have fire again and no ice.
That's quite interesting being able to firebend. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, now I want to be a firebender. Gotta
No.
be born into it.
I know, but there was something in that. The way that it flowed through the body was very interesting. There's definitely something. Who knows? Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, we're in this place. It's a library. Is it just? Is it basically it's books, isn't it, with walkways between them?
Yep.
This looks old. Are we still in Ba Sing Se?
I'm just gonna try this. Wan Shi Tong!
No reaction at first, but you're like,
Wan Shi Tong is an owl spirit. Owls don't make sound when flying.
I don't care.
Well, this
I
one
don't
is
care.
actually stealthy.
He's got books in his feathers. That's the paper you're hearing rustling.
Do we otherwise see a fox or a fox-like creature?
I would say not a fox, but a turtle.
Master Roshi? A turtle. A normal turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was really big, it was a lion turtle, but I don't think...
So I've got this fire ferret, right, in my pocket
all
or
have.
whatever. I lift it, hold it in my hand, and put it on the ground. And I say to it, go find something interesting. Just hoping it's going to...
I'm going towards the turtle, and I'm like... It's not a lion turtle.
It might just be a turtle.
It's not a cat turtle.
Maybe it's a turtle.
Have you ever heard of a turtle?
I mean, we're not in the real world, so it doesn't matter.
And I knock on the shell. See if it reacts.
Actually goes inside of his.
Hello? What are you?
And what happens is it starts to spin around, trying to guide you somewhere.
Oh no, it's a ninja turtle.
Oh no!
She's just not a teenager yet and not mutant. Okay, if I see it going somewhere, I'm trying to see where it goes and follow it.
And as you walk after behind the turtle, you can actually see because you townsful see books missing. And as you mostly know that library gonna be missing.
Something is wrong here. This doesn't feel right.
No, we're just in the middle of a giant stack of books and we don't know where we are, I would agree with you that something doesn't feel right. We're in a library.
I'm not talking about where we are. Something's not right about this library.
Oh,
I mean, I don't think a lot's been right since we went through that wall.
Things seem a bit topsy-turvy, right enough. I've got that staff, so I take it off my back and I just tap the ground a couple of times. And with my bare feet, do I get a sense of what's underneath? Is it real? Is it actually solid ground?
Yeah, you can actually feel the sense beneath. But mostly the sense from outside.
Oh. I repeat that. We're in sand. I mean, we're around sand. We're surrounded by sand, I say.
Yeah, my webcam is the app is acting up. Apparently, my Wi-Fi is bugging out.
We can still hear you.
Yeah.
And I look at Baku and Joe. I say, we were in the middle of Basing Say with proper solid stone all around us, with the earth underneath us, and now we're in shifting sands.
Yeah, because we aren't in Basing Say anymore. So I don't know where we're going to head to now. So we're on the trail.
Well, I pick up the ferret. Fat lot use that was and put it on my shoulder.
I mean, you do typically have to train them first.
And as you go further and further inside of you do see mirrors there. There are of 6 mirrors in the corner. You see one if you look into it, you see 6 different versions of yourself.
A hall of mirrors, but just in the one.
But they're different versions of ourselves as reflections.
Yeah, are they obviously clothed differently? Are they from different times of our life?
Yeah, you see what kind of looks like the early years, just around the. You also see yourself in the time of Aang, yourself in the time of Roy. There's a few periods of two avatars.
So you could say ancestors.
Yeah.
Wow, I look like my great uncle. On that one, I look like my dad's grandfather. What's going on here?
I look at those mirrors and I try to find one that looks most interesting to me, and I just walk towards that mirror and touch it.
Okay.
To see what happens.
Well,
I am my personality, if my demeanor is blunt, so this is a pretty blunt way of doing stuff.
Once you touch the mirror, actually it's kind of feels like you're stuck in time, but everything around you, like things moving through time, to a point where you were sitting in the Jasmine Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like the same night. Something is off.
Okay.
If you look closer, you know there is a statue of General Iroh. That is not General Iroh. That is General Han.
I almost thinking of wanting to check Afraid.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
I'm checking Afraid because this is creepy. And I tried to get out of here again. Back to the library.
As you pull back your hand, you're at the point where you were.
You guys literally see my face turn white and really scared. You haven't seen me this scared since you've met me.
Oh, you're quiet.
Well, I wasn't a big talker, but just I'm like completely blank and like.
Yeah. It's like your
Yeah,
camera's frozen.
Like he's seen ghosts.
It's not
Joe.
something he didn't like.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, snap out of it, buddy. What's happened?
Does any of you know if it's possible to change timelines through the spirit realm?
You'd have to ask an expert.
Is that what you think's happened?
Well,
Is this
Did you think you saw the
I-
future or the past or what?
well, that's what I think Han is trying to do.
what?
When I touched that mirror, I was back in the tea house of General Iroh. And you know that statue of General Iroh that was there?
Yeah, you know.
It was General
Yeah.
Han. It wasn't Iroh. It was Han.
That sounds like a
A nightmare.
a spirit dream, a
A
nightmare.
nightmare. Not a dream, a nightmare.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's a reality or whether it's just messing with you.
That's why I want to know that.
Well, I'll go forward and touch the same mirror. Let me see what happens for me then. I
Hey.
stride towards it purposefully.
Okay, so as you touch the mirror, I'm flowing forward and back to a point where you're also in a tea house. But it's not. You remember it quite differently because you entered it later than did. But in this reality, you were there first, and they actually came in later. And you actually also see instead Iroh.
And I just I've been forewarned about this kind of being a bit strange, so I'm not at this point. I'm not worried. So I sit and I look up at the other, and I try and speak to see if they know that I'm there. Because I know I wasn't there, so I could assume that they are coming in for the first time and they don't see me. So I just say, "Hello, guys, I made it before you." What about that then, eh?
I thought you were going to your family first, but sure,
Wait, you can hear me?
I can.
Can just remind me, humor me for a minute, guys. What day is it?
Say whatever day it is. I don't know how they do the days and.
Yeah, I don't know either. But is it the same date? Do they give the answer that it's the same day that it was when I was there?
What you see is he looks like Jaw, but he doesn't look like Jaw,
Huh?
as you remember him.
Yeah.
He has this. Well, he somehow he's not that blonde and everything, but he has this kind of a tear in his eyes that was like you don't remember that we lost against the Avatar?
I just look. It was a bumpy ride, and at that point I try and withdraw. And I step back from the mirror. And I turn around and look at Baku and John. I'm like, I was at the tea house with you guys.
Did you pay attention to the statue?
I paid attention to you all walking in. You told me that we'd been. Yeah, I was there first. You guys walked in after, and you told me that we'd been fighting against the Avatar.
I would never.
General Han was there. The statue was there. This is the spirits trying to teach us something, right? We're being shown something. They do that. They tell us things that we need to know.
I'm hoping it's just a story to tell. I'm not hoping it's a change in timelines or anything. They are trying to change the history.
You wouldn't need to destroy an army if the army never existed in the first place.
Well, I know General Han is a full-on follower of the Fire Lord Ozai. He wanted to take over the entire world, like they did during the 100-Year War. I wonder if they found a way to change history. I hope not, of course, but... Oh, where's Wan Shitan when you need him? I tried to call out to Wan Shitan again.
No reaction.
Wan Shitan, I humbly ask you for your presence. I have questions that need answering.
And behind you, you're a third.
I turn around.
Yeah, I turn around.
You see a giant owl standing there.
Are you Wan Shitan?
How's his head?
Please tell me. What do these mirrors show us?
They show you a warning.
Is it possible to change history through the spirit realm?
Or is this what happens if we fail to stop General Han?
That is the correct answer. Question.
What? That it's possible, or that this happens when we don't stop him?
This will happen if you do not stop.
If there's anything that you can tell us that helps us in stopping him, please do.
He visited my library, stole books.
Well, I've heard the stories of what you think about people stealing stuff from you.
I want those books back.
we want to stop Han. Do you know where he went?
I know where he went. Side. Not the spirit world. Otherwise we've known.
Where did he go?
Back 60 years.
So it is possible to travel through time using the spirit realm, or
Can you show us how to follow him?
I can show you. And he opens his wing and there's like kind of looks like a portal thing in.
How do we get back?
You will go back when it is time.
thank you for your help. We will get your books back. And I walk through the wing.
I think to myself, I wonder if I could find my parents and tell them not to have my sister.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow!
Well, you better hope that you're not too persuasive and they have no kids. Like, you delete the universe through paradox.
Or he tells his parents don't have a daughter, and then he suddenly disappears because they only get a daughter.
Or he finds out why he looks so much like his granddad. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, I've already walked in too. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. And as you walk in, it's kind of like a finding. You are back at the tea house. And you see Naya. So, but the whole area looks a bit, I would say, younger. And you catch a glimpse of what looks like Core, Mako, and Bolin just walking down the hallway.
And they look younger.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, it looks like you'll get to learn how to channel lightning after all.
Maybe if we see Avatar Korra, right? Maybe we should go to Avatar Korra. She is the bridge to the real world and the spirit world. She might sense something that happened.
Do you think they can even see us?
And I just go, Korra!
No reaction.
Then I just run after her. And I try
There he goes again.
What you love running away, don't you?
No, I just love to be impulsive.
But as you run, you see the same black arrowed figures standing around, like they're waiting for you guys.
These are not spirits. These are.
No, these are humans.
And
I try and
Korra
summon a
isn't
stone.
nearby. Korra isn't nearby anymore.
No.
Guys, I think we are being ambushed.
and that's where we leave off. Where we ended.
Yes.
Battle pose.
Starting with a fight. Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a hanging
one.
of the cliffs.
Yes, indeed. Right then. So, thank you very much. Imagine that was a ride and very strange too. Very fine pictures brought up and mostly very confused characters that we're playing right now. Great stuff.
Growth.
Yeah, growth and things, isn't it? I forgot about
Growth
that.
questions.
Yeah, so
We all forgot that.
my PC.
I mean, do we or do we do that? Is it at the end of every session?
That's at the
End of every session.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let me open the book.
Let's see.
If I can find my.
So can I ask a question that we discussed on Discord? This was about the successor. And the successor's play sheet says that he's got a thing called worldly knowledge. Your upbringing expanded your horizons, skill sets, and contacts. Choose another training and another background. And I asked the question, how does that extra training manifest itself? And there was a bit of discussion about it being like if as an airbend spell, it could allow you to travel in a ball of air. It would be a ball of rock instead. So you would, I think Lloyd, you said that when you always bring up the influence of that particular style, that training in your main training.
Yeah, because the training gets you techniques, and to use certain techniques, you need to have that kind of bending.
Yeah.
And it lets you have access to the other moves of another bending type. But you still are like an earthbender. You don't suddenly become like half an avatar.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking that with the experience of having the fire, having that little bit of training about fire and having that glimpse into the world of being able to bend fire and summon fire, I wondered if it would be appropriate that the worldly knowledge that begins to manifest in Landover, that period stems from that point where he was in that sort of transitional world, and had got a glimpse of fire and had realised that there was maybe something there. Does that seem feasible? And I can look at the fire training playbook and
I would say that you can look into.
Missed that one. Sorry, your mic cut out.
Oh, I would say that you can look into fire.
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
It might be in that way possible that he could become a lava bender because of it. Yeah. Because he is an earthbender.
Oh, yeah.
And
okay.
Yeah, because you try to.
Bolin is also a earthbender, but he had an earthbender and a firebender as parents.
Yep.
And that's why he became a lava bender. So who knows? Maybe you have a earth or a firebender in your family tree somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Could be.
Okay, interesting. Right, we'll talk about that more. I just was interested to kind of bring that up. It's still a current issue relating to last week's game, but yeah, brilliant. Okay, I look forward to breaking that.
So, let's get into the advancement.
The growth questions.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask this for all three of you. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world? I'll guess.
About the world?
You can do time travel.
Time travel, yeah.
And that there is more than just the spirit realm, because the realm we were before we entered the spirit realm and the library of the worldly library wasn't the spirit realm. It was a different realm.
Yep. Because it's not only the spirit world. So yeah. Okay, that's yes.
Yeah. We also had that experience of that sense of being having something possess us or otherwise, and we don't know what effect that had on us. We don't know what that's done.
You don't know yet. That's good.
Who knows? Maybe we become paragons of an element that the spirit is not gonna choose one avatar, but just a paragon of the element.
Could be.
Would be awesome.
Yeah,
paragon of fire. Ooh.
So I would say that is a yes for all of you. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
No.
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 And then the last question: did you guide a character towards balance or?
I end the session on my center.
Likewise.
Same.
Yep. Then you can.
How many
Then
times?
we have our individual questions as well, don't we, for our playbook?
Yes.
Apparently, you can choose the stat raising indefinitely until you are at the max. Because I have a growth, and I think I'm going to raise one of my stats.
So
I'm
let's
going
start.
to
So
put one in focus.
let's start with Aku. You are the ideal.
Yes.
Did you improve the lives of Did you improve the lives of a community or of can't English? Let me do that again. Did you improve the lives of a community of average citizens or help an ordinary person with the problems?
I don't think so. I think we didn't really have the chance.
So, did you learn something meaningful or important about your lineage, its members, or its effect on the world and others?
Did you learn something meaningful or important about your lineage, its members, or its effect on the world or others? No.
Have the hammer. Zahama, did you make progress towards your goal against your adversary?
Well, last session we already said I actually achieved my goal because of the fact that he did it himself. He exposed himself. So I think I need to change the goal I have for my adversary, and that's capture them. But I haven't done that yet. But I have to change my goal because exposing already helped.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm changing it to capture.
Yep.
But I did not change it yet.
Then hold on.
How can I change it here? Because wait, edit. I found it. Yeah, I found it. Expose is going to go. Did I?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Expose is going away, and now it's going to be capture. But like I said, it's a no, so it's not gonna give me a growth.
No,
but I already have a growth, so I raised my focus to 1. Yeah. So fitting 1 for my character.
That will mean 1101 for you.
1101.
Yep. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Go team.